Hi Virgo, how are we today? Welcome to the channel. If you would like to be in the running for a free personal reading, please make sure you leave a comment on any of my videos. And when I reach 100 subscribers, I will be offering a free personal. So of course, subscribe as well so we can help get to 100 and we can, keep you updated when that does come around as well. But today we're looking at, we're doing a singles read. So we'll be looking at, just the general past, present, future for you when it does come to love and romance. I am heavily using the Paper Oracle Lenormand deck today. I am also using the Reynars do Fogo, which is the Fire Queens deck, and I do have the Island Time Wellness as well. So we're trying to be a little bit more in depth for you today, singles, when it does come to love and relationships. But firstly, we were just sort of looking at your general energy at the moment when it does come to love and relationships at the moment. I did have one just fly out at me, so I'll add that to the pile. Okay, and just a general past, present, future for what's been going on for you when it does come to love and relationships. So, if a past person does come up, we can look at that, but we are wanting to sort of more focus on the near future today as well. Okay, so for your energy today, we do have the moon and the anchor. So at the moment, I'm really feeling strongly with that anchor there. You're kind of a bit stuck in some emotional stuff at this current time. When it comes to love and relationships, feeling a little bit weighed down by things that have happened when it does come to love. The moon is quite an emotional card, and then the anchor, it is sort of talking about things weighing us down or holding us into the one place. So feeling a bit held down at the moment by your emotions, and obviously that's something we do find. We'll have a look in the past section there in a second, but I feel like that's where that's all coming from. Something that has happened when it comes to love, that is sort of weighing you down a little bit from sort of moving forward into a more positive energy. So we might be finding that it is a bit of an emotional time for us at the moment. But the moon does have a really lovely sense of beauty and luck with it as well. So maybe spending some time with yourself at the moment, dealing with these emotions that you may have when it does come to the things that sort of hold you back, but sort of really wanting to focus on the positive sides of things as well with that moon. Things like actually moon gazing might be important for you at the moment as well, to help with your energy at the moment as well. Okay, Virgo, for your past, your present, and your future. So in the past, we are seeing the lily. So, that usually can be a career card. But, when we're talking about love and relationships, it does talk about some sort of intimacy in the past. So whether that be physical intimacy, that is sort of, that's what's sort of leading to us being a bit weighed down, it could also be, something that you thought was going to be long term. So we are sort of seeing. I'll get a few more cards to clarify that, Lily, for us. Something or someone going on in the past there that you were really close and intimate with that person. So what's going on with that Lily in the past energy for Virgo, please? Okay, yeah. So we're sort of seeing the wheel and the cauldron there. So they are both actually additional cards to the traditional Lenormand. So they do carry a bit of that energy of something out of center has happened. There was magic there. You thought that you know I'm really feeling that being a past energy, you really thought the magic was happening, that intimacy was leading somewhere long term, but something went wrong with the potion and it exploded in your face. That's the kind of vibe I'm getting from that, unfortunately. And with the wheel, that really does talk about cycles, and strong connections. It can be similar to the ring card, but it can also be quite similar to the Wheel of Fortune card that's in tarot as well. So it can talk about, things coming full circle, quite a lot. We're feeling that with that intimacy and that magic in the past, there was something really beautiful in the past for you that is now sort of weighing you down in the present. So maybe using that moon energy to sort of enjoy those moments of intimacy that you had in the past. Enjoy that magic that you did have in the past. With the cycle, that past person definitely could be, coming back around when we're seeing, magic in the air and, the lily card there with intimacy as well. So that intimacy, but I really feel it's sort of more telling you that can come back around. Not necessarily even that person, but you can have those things again. That those things definitely can come back around for you. I feel that that's the strongest message I'm sort of reading off those cards today, is that, this beautiful energy, it can come back around. The energy always is in cycles and flows, and it's up to us whether we choose to end those cycles completely, or whether there's certain things we want to take from that cycle into future cycles with us. So, really cherishing those moments of intimacy that you had either emotionally or physically, cherishing that and taking that element into the future with you, not completely shutting the door on those, the feelings and the magic that was associated with that I feel like it probably is a past person there. So associating those sorts of things with one particular person, that may be what we need to end with the cycle, but still maintaining those things, those feelings. They can come back around for you, because I feel like in the present there, we're in that house energy, so we are in a very sort of grounded, like I said, that stuck energy, that sort of can be talking a little bit about that as well. You really are sort of looking at yourself at this current time. A home really can talk about, that internal reflection. Home is where the heart is, that kind of a feel. So really taking that sense of stability and security within yourself, having those elements from the past, and working out how to put them in a room, in the house, part of you, but not necessarily the entirety of you as well, and not letting that weigh you down and drag you down and hold you in the one place, because in the future we are seeing the familiar. So the familiar really does talk about, strong senses of loyalty and compassion heading into the future. So having that compassion for yourself, for those things, like stopping and realizing, yeah, I had these awesome things back in the past, but I can have them again in the future as well. So traditionally, that is the dog in the Lenormand card there. So it really does talk about, friendship as well. Maybe this is the time to be relying on some friends, and sort of getting that support. The familiar really is a supportive card. It brings support with it. It gives you that support that friends give. Um, so maybe relying on some strong friendships, talking through things with other people might be really important to you at this time. We will sort of get some clarity on the familiar card there as well, because as a near future thing, it can actually be talking about, friendships turning into something more as well. So there is a particular friend, Virgo, that you may be sort of thinking, oh, is there something more with that person? There's definitely the possibility with that coming through as a future card, but we'll just get some clarity for the familiar, please. Okay, yeah. So we're really, really talking about, I'm not really seeing anything hugely external as such. you know, because we do have the scales, and so that's obviously going to be a Libra-based card, you know, but we do have the scales there. So it's really just talking about balancing things out, balancing yourself with, you know, your friendships, with love itself, you know, finding that balance within yourself, and yeah, maybe needing to rely on some supportive relationships at this time to help you find that balance within yourself. We do also have the fox and the heart. So I feel those two in particular are actually talking about a particular person, you know, but really at the moment, Spirit really wants you to focus on finding balance within yourself and getting out of that weighed down, emotional, draining sort of energy that we are currently in. Now, this fox person, so we do potentially have a person here coming on in Virgo in the near future. Now, this person is probably, it might be someone you meet through work, that sort of a thing. Now we can find with certain fox cards, they do mean different things. So if you've watched a few other readings and you hear me say something totally different when it comes to the fox card, that's the energy of the fox card. It's quite swift and it changes quite a lot. In this particular deck, you can kind of see there that it is the nine-tailed fox. It does have multiple tails coming up around it there. You know, so it is really talking about shape shifting energies when it comes to this particular fox card. So once again, I'm getting that element of, yeah, maybe there's a friendship that might become something more, you know, so the fox really does, though, talk about that survival as well. So it's bouncing off that scales card as well, talking about finding that balance within yourself and shifting that past energy into a new loving energy for yourself as well. But yeah, it can actually be talking about a specific person here, as well. And if it is a specific person, yeah, you're likely to be meeting them through things like work, you know, or a friendship as well. So it might be somebody who you already know. It might be somebody you meet through a friend, that sort of a thing. But there is that potential love coming on through with that as well. So, but with the familiar, we do find that, you know, that may actually be talking about a more platonic type love, just talking more about that support and that loving support, you know, that we do sort of need coming into the future for you here, Virgo. I'm going to definitely get some more info about that fox, because I'm quite nosy when it comes to love, you know, and potential people coming through on for you. Okay, so can I just get a clarifier on the fox energy coming through there, please? Is that a potential relationship coming on through? Okay, so we've drawn the ship card there. So yeah, that's definitely a possible journey you're embarking on with somebody new. Yeah, so you know, the ship setting sails. So we really are sort of seeing some movement coming on through. So there definitely might be somebody coming on through into your life soon, Virgo. You know, you might meet them traveling. That is a travel card as well. But I feel it's really just talking about starting that new journey within yourself, and then you will meet somebody when the time is sort of right. You know, so as to whether that's an actual person or not, yeah, time shall tell, I suppose. And like I said, sort of make sure you check your other placements. If that's not resonating, you can flip it as well. You know, so if it resonates more for you with a different placement, maybe that's the right reading for you. I do find with my style of reading that your moon sign sometimes does have a lot of information for you, as well as your sun sign. But obviously, when it comes to love, a lot of people like to check the Venus and those sorts of placements as well. Okay, so I will just grab you some oracle. I've got the Island Time Wellness Oracle deck there. Okay, so Virgo and upcoming love and relationships, please. Okay, I'll do one in general, and then just we want to see if that really is a person or not. So we will draw one for the fox energy as well, please. I'm kind of conjoining the fox and the familiar there too. Okay, so for the fox and the familiar there, we do have the runner. So I actually feel like that's connecting back to you more so than that actual fox energy, to be honest. Yeah, and I feel like these are both directly for you. So I've got heartbroken there and the runner as well. Okay, so when we were talking about, that anchor and moon energy there, these are going to be really relevant to you yourself, and some things, feeling that we have had the magic in the past, and wanting to be able to bring that forward into the future. These are some things that you might want to sort of take on board, just for yourself and your self growth when it comes to how you're loving and how you're receiving love as well. So with the runner, it does say it can talk about codependent relationships, a fear of intimacy, and listening to ego, rather than following your heart and emotion. Maybe you have been sort of, a bit fearful of that intimacy that was there in the past, and you didn't sort of give it your all, and that's why we're a bit stuck in all that energy there as well. Now, with the heartbroken card, pretty self-explanatory. It does say they're deeply hurt, sad, separation, breakup, feeling lost, grieving, and mourning. So yeah, I really feel that that's sort of what we're talking about there, is that that past energy that you really felt, that intimacy and that magic with somebody. We are feeling a bit heartbroken over all that things that have happened in the past for us there. So I'm sorry if that's not the most positive reading for you, Virgo, but we will grab a few cards from the Renas do Fogo deck there. That's the Fire Queen's deck. And we'll ask more specifically about, the single Virgos, the next romantic connection headed their way, please. Okay, so we have drawn the flowers, the tree, and the heart there as well. So there's definitely someone sort of that there is definitely potential for some new beginnings in the future, with somebody there. I just feel as though we're with the tree in the center, really needing to sway with the breeze a little bit, work on ourselves just a little bit at the moment. And then this sort of, the flowers is a very giving energy as well. So, you do have something coming on in that is going to be giving to you and to yourself, and resulting in that love. That's the second time we've drawn the heart as well. So there definitely is love coming in the near future. It's just going to be up to you, whether you are able to move away from that anchor energy, working on ourselves just a little bit. The tree really is about self-growth, self-care. So really needing to sort of focus on that, get rid of all those heartbroken feelings at the moment, working on how we're feeling, our emotions, and then allowing this to come on in for us. The, the universe does like to make us work a little bit to get to where we need to be sometimes. But we're definitely seeing that fiery, passionate sort of love and desire coming on through at the end of the day. So, in the near future, we definitely do have that potential for love to come on in for you, but really needing to focus on yourself a little bit at this time, Virgo, and deal with any emotions from the past that we haven't actually dealt with. So like I said, with that heartbroken and runner oracle, that maybe we do have a bit of a fear of intimacy, or we do have some issues around codependency that we really need to sort of address at the moment, in order to move into these love cycles. So thank you so much for your time today, Virgo. And like I said at the start of the read, please like and comment, and also subscribe to the channel if you want to be in the draw for that free personal reading. But thank you so much for your time today, and I'll hopefully see you all again soon. Thanks.